This wind is no joke. First thing is, I'm gonna put this heavy battery right here. Gonna open the tank well, bungee, drop in the battery. Gonna make sure that I bungee it down in case something happens. I don't think it's gonna hold it, but you know. All right, let's go ahead and put the motor on the catch mode. 3 horsepower engine. Man, the wind is horrible. Let me go to the other side so you could hear what I'm talking about. Okay, there you go. Boom. Okay, we got the motor installed. Let's go ahead and plug it in. Okay guys, can we do this as reverse? Whew. So windy. Let's give it full throttle. Sweet! Water wants to come in, man. This may be too much power. This is fun though. Let me turn here. Okay. Alright, let me do a few things here. Let me put the paddle to the side. Make sure I remove this scupper plug from here so it will like go out, the water that came in will get out. And now that we have that, let's go ahead and go in reverse and do another lap. Make sure to lock it when you go in reverse. There you go, it's locked. In reverse it's locked. The thing with these motors and going reverse, these kayaks were not meant to go in reverse. So if you go in reverse, a lot of water is gonna go in. I'm not gonna go full speed in reverse because what's the point? I do wanna see, first of all, how it turns. It would be nice to have some sort of rope here so you kind of like give yourself extra balance when you're turning, like you don't fall out of the middle. Because I mean, this thing is powerful. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Ooh, let's say you turn right here. On the spot. I wonder how fast I'm going, bro, but this is cool. I'm gonna pass in front of the camera now to see how it looks. We have a draining situation here. I'm gonna wait for the water to get out of through the scuppers. I think the reason why the water is not going out that fast is because the scuppers have a little tiny hole. See there? That may not be enough to take all the water out. I'm not sure what this kayak is rated for, but definitely you should use it with a trolling motor instead of like a 2.5 Suzuki or a 3 horsepower. If you do want to use it with those motors, just be mindful that water is gonna come in if you go really fast, if you turn around. So just be safe out there. That's why I do this test, to give you an idea of how the boat does. I'm gonna turn around slowly. I want to see if some of that water gets out. It's taking longer than it should really for the water to come out, and the reason is because of what I just said. Those holes, look at them, they're too small. Like, I don't know if it's gonna void the warranty, so I cannot even tell you to go ahead and make them wider. So, but I do want to get the top speed that way and this way. 5.3, 5.1, 5.3. Like, it doesn't go past that. At a certain point, the motor is just like working overtime to not do much, because it doesn't matter how much you punch that wall, you're not gonna break it if you're just using your hands. So that's pretty much what we are. I filmed the first part of this video, which it was with the battery in the bag, and I don't recommend you use such a heavy battery in the bag with a super strong motor like that, because the boat is just gonna get full of water and you're not gonna have a fun time. So I moved the battery to the front to test, to see how fast you could potentially go and to see if it's any better with the battery in the front. So let's go ahead and go in reverse right here. So you can see, don't go in reverse. It's not fun, it's sketchy. Do not go in reverse. But let's go ahead and go forward. I'm gonna hold on to this right here and just go full throttle. Woo! As you can see, no water is coming from the back, but there is water coming through the scuppers. Probably the scuppers that is down below my seat, and it's pulling right there. So the problem is that water is not going to drain fast enough, making this maybe not practical to just go and go super fast on this boat. I do want to see how fast we can go now that the battery's in the front though. Hear that torque? 6.2 miles an hour, 5.7. Definitely an improvement. Is keeping at 5.7. Before, with the battery on the back, the maximum was like 5.3. So 5.7 instead. The other thing is that if you go and turn really fast, even when you have the battery in the front, water's still gonna get in from the back and it's just gonna pull there. So what do I recommend? Well, if you know what you're doing and you don't mind the water or using a heavy battery, yeah, go ahead, plug in your super powerful NT300. But if you're a newbie or you don't know what you're doing, just don't. I think this catch mode was made for trolling motors, basically, or Bispies, which we're gonna be testing the Bispy, something that is not ultra powerful, that is not gonna put a lot of water on the boat. That's why we test things here, because you're gonna assume, oh, just because it has a transom mount, you should be able to put a 2.5 or a 3 horsepower on it and it will be perfect. No, that's why I like to test these things. I have a Bispy video on the catch mode from iCast that you could check out to see how it does with the Bispy. I'm also thinking of modifying the NK Pro, which is not as powerful as this, and the battery is lighter, and see how it does with that. The testing is not done yet though. Tomorrow I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the Suzuki 2.5 because it's only 29 pounds and we don't have the battery. We don't have to deal with that. And I'm not sure yet how it's gonna do. I wanna test it. I wanna see if it's the same thing. Another thing you can do is you just go slower. I mean, you don't have to go ultra fast, but the point is you have a super powerful motor, so you go ultra fast.